Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little tutorial on this makeup look. I thought I would jump on here and do like a festive makeup look that you could wear on Christmas Day or anywhere around the festive season. I know that Christmas is looking a little bit different this year, particularly if you're in the tier 4 zone like I am, but doesn't mean we can't all get a bit dressed up, put a bit of makeup on and make the day feel as special as possible. So yeah, I thought I would like create a look. Just a little disclaimer, I am not a professional makeup artist at all. Like I'm not a professional in any way, shape or form. Like I just really enjoy doing makeup, experimenting, see how it turns out. It's usually like scruffy and sloppy half the time, but doesn't mean that I enjoy it any less. So I just thought I would do that. Can we just talk about my jumper for a second? If anyone else is a Grinch fan, you will feel this jumper just as much as I do. I'm booked!
I'm booked!
So yeah, if this sounds like it's the kind of video that would interest you, please keep watching. If you like it, please smash a huge thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe to me, please consider doing so. And yeah, if you could let me know in the comments below if there's any other makeup looks you think I should try and create for any occasions or anything, then do let me know. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing I'm going to do is start with my eyebrows. I've jumped onto this trend, which is the Got To Be spiking glue. So I'm going to use that, and then the eyebrow pencil that I'm loving at the moment is the Beauty Bay one. I think it's a really good dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So I have got the colour Hot Coffee. So I'm going to take the little spoolie and I'm going to get some of this, just a little bit of it, and then start running it through my brows. Really bad at brows, by the way. I've tried for so long to be good at them. Also, my brows are out of control. So I'm essentially just brushing like the product through my brow, and then I'm sort of using the spoolie to spike them up, and then because my eyebrows are so long, as you can see, when I spike them up, it's just like a little bit too high. So I'll show you what I do next. So after I spike them up, I'll then just take the spoolie and go like this. As you can see, I've got like really dark bits up here, obviously where my spoolie has product on it. So I'm just gonna get a baby wipe and clean that up. So that is the Got To Be glue hitting my eyebrows. I'm going to do the rest of the product afterwards. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my foundation. So at the moment for foundation, I am using the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Mine is in the colour Medium 4 Barcelona. And I will apply that with just a beauty sponge. This is the one from Beauty Bay and I love it. I think it's so good at blending in foundation. I feel like... forgot that I'd broken that. So it's a pouring out job. I usually like to go in with a couple of layers just because my skin is so bad at the moment. I don't know if anyone else is the same. Everyone I talk to says they've got bad skin. I think it's a mixture of like maybe being inside, but then also every time we leave the house we've got to like constrict, is that the right word? We've got to put masks on our faces, and I just don't think it's great for the skin, is it? But needs must. And I like to just make sure that I'm bringing that right down my neck, because no one wants to have a harsh line that separates their neck colour to their foundation colour. Let's be honest, you can get like the closest match foundation to your skin colour, but like it's never going to be a perfect match, especially if you fake tan like me. Like it's just impossible to buy one foundation that's going to match my skin every single day when like I'm usually fake tanned and fading. like, if that makes sense. My skin colour is always changing, so at least like if you're bringing it down the neck, you're giving the illusion that you are perfectly matched. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. At the moment I'm using the L'Oreal True Match. This is in the shade 4N Beige. Sometimes I do have a different concealer for like my spots and my highlighting, but I'm just using the same at the moment because I ran out and I'm too lazy to get a new one right now. So I'm just going to put that under my eyes and on my eyelids and then around my nose because I get really red around there. And then I'm just going to pop it on any blemishes. Don't come at me saying it's gross that the same wand that I use for my under eyes I'm putting on my blemishes. Like, whatever. And then I'm just going in with that same Beauty Bay sponge and blending that in. Now my foundation and concealer is done, I'm going to go ahead and set it. I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like I could like blend my foundation and concealer as much as possible and I'm still looking a bit cakey. And then as soon as I put the powder on, it just makes everything better. Like, powder makes everything better. I have oily skin. Like, I wish I could be one of these people who puts foundation on and like that's it. I find powder such a chore, but so necessary. At the moment, it seems like I've got a bit of theme going on with Beauty Pie, and hashtag not sponsored, although I wish I was, as if I'm sponsored by anyone right now. But anyway, I'm using their super translucent powder, which I think is great, and I think it's a really good dupe for the Dora Mercier translucent setting powder. So this is what it looks like. And excuse my brushes, they're all super old. I need some new ones, but I'm using this Real Techniques one. I can't even remember what it's called, but I use this to set the underneaths of my eyes. Also like to take this around my nose. So basically I use this to essentially like set my T-zone. And I'll now go in with a bigger Real Techniques brush and just set the rest of my face. Right, now that I've set my face, we want to add a little bit of colour to it. So firstly, I'm going to take Original Hoola, and I go in with that same big brush and just sort of set the bronze the entirety of my face. And now it's time to add some shape. So I'm taking Hoola Caramel. I know this seems a bit extra using like two different kinds of Hoolas, but I just find the regular Hoola just doesn't give me, like, I don't get defined enough lines for contour, so I prefer to use Hoola Caramel for contouring, and I use this Real Techniques brush from the Bold Metals collection. Again, have no idea what it's called. Oh, 100, that hasn't rubbed off yet. So I'm just going to contour my forehead, my jawline and my cheeks. Well, cheekbones. And I'll take a bit down my nose as well. I find that like when I'm contouring my cheekbones, I really need to keep it quite high, otherwise it just doesn't look right. Next I'm going to go in with blush, and this is the only blush I ever use for any look, and it's the MAC Gingerly. I think this is a really nice blush. It's sort of like the perfect mix between like a pinky orange corally tone, and yeah, I just love it. So I'm going to be using that with another Real Techniques brush. This is just the blush brush, I believe. And then I just like to take my big brush again and sort of blend it. Now I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush and go back in with my caramel and just like on a little corner of it there, just go, and that's it. Just to add a little extra pop to the contour. And now I'm going to highlight. I'm not actually like huge on highlighting, especially like in the winter time. Like I love doing it in the summer, but I feel like if it's like a festive look, then it's so essential because you want that like gold shimmery, not gold, but like that just shimmery glowy look. So I'm using the Revolution Imagination. Imagination palette. Shout out to my girl Sally who introduced this to my life. I believe this is like her old palette that's like literally falling apart. But these highlighters are so good. Like, they are so good, and I think this is like super cheap. It's Revolution, so like, but I've got like more expensive highlighter palettes that just aren't as good as this, so I always go to this. I just end up like mixing up the bottom three, tapping it off, and then let's just... We're now going to be finishing off the eyebrows, so I'm just going to take the same Beauty Bay eyebrow pencil and going in with the pencil side and just... Wow. Okay, the Beauty Bay eyebrow pencil had run out and I didn't even realise, and I'm really sad, but it's fine because I've got, I had a Rimmel brow pencil hiding in my drawer, which I'll use instead. I don't love this anymore, but like it's fine. Like, it's good if you're looking for like a nice, cheap, easy, accessible eyebrow pencil, and I use like the darkest colour. I think it's called like black brown. Yeah, black brown. Oh, I'm so desperate to get my eyebrows done. They look awful. I want my eyebrows microbladed so badly. Okay, I think this is the best we're gonna get them. Not awful, but they're not perfect either. But that is gonna do. So now I'm gonna start on my eyes. I am using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is the first one. As you can see, it is well loved, well used, especially these shades here. I wear these pretty much every single day. Oh, if I just dug out some of that. But yes, so I don't even really know what I'm doing. I'm sort of winging this. So I'm going to start with this big fluffy brush. I believe this is one from Sigma, honestly, years ago. And I'm going to take these two shades and just sort of like pop that in my crease. Sorry, all my brushes are so dirty. And I'm going to take this one, which I think is also a Sigma brush. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And I'm just going to like sort of draw a line up here and bring it round. Sorry if I can't get that close to the camera, but I need the mirror. A little bit deeper still, so I'm going to take this shade right here and like literally go in really, really light-handedly to add just a little bit more depth to the outer corners of my eyes. Then what I like to do is take a cotton bud or a Q-tip if you're from America and just sort of like run it here very gently, because it seems to work quite well, and then down here, because I feel like that helps get a little bit more of a defined angle, which is what I'm looking for. And if they're not exactly matching, who cares, because no one is going to notice. And then I'm going to take this colour in the top corner and I'm going to use a flat brush. This one's a Zoeva one, and I'm going to dot this all over the lid. And then I'm just going to go back in with this brush one more time and just sort of lightly dust over what I've just done. Just to get everything all as one. For my under eyes, I'm going to take this shade right here on a little angled brush and then just like drag it underneath. Into liquid liner at the moment. I don't know what happened. I was literally like a wear liquid liner every single day, like wear it in my sleep kind of girl, like wouldn't go anywhere without it, and all of a sudden I've just gone off of it. Like, I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's because I can't be bothered to apply it anymore. But yeah, I'm just like really enjoying doing my makeup without doing that. So what I will do is I'll take a little bit more of what I've just put underneath and I'll just sort of drag it up a little bit to just give that little bit of a wing effect. Then you just want to grab any kind of like pencil brush like this, and then I will go in with sort of that red shade that I used, as well as a bit of that, as well as a bit of that. Just grab anything and then I'll just blend that all out. Because we've made quite a bit of a mess, I would just take this brush and sweep it all away. It's like it never happened. I'm just going to pop some liquid liner on my waterline. Not liquid liner, I'm just going to pop some pencil liner on my waterline. I think this is a brand called W7. I've had this for years. I know I should probably throw it away by now, but they just last so long. And I'm now gonna pop some lashes on. Best bit. So at the moment, I'm absolutely loving the Eyelure 117 flutter lashes. I think these are so pretty and feminine. And I don't use the Eyelure glue because I think it's rubbish. I use duo glue. Duo glue. So I'll just squirt a bit of this out on some kind of surface that I don't mind putting it on, usually my mirror. And then I'll take the back of one of my eyeshadow brushes and I'll just put a bit of the glue on there. And then I'll just do this to get the glue on the lash strip. I'm just going to put the glue on both lashes because I genuinely think that like waiting for the glue to dry makes it so much easier to work with and the lashes like go on so much quicker. I know some people are like, I don't wait any time at all, but my top tip on putting on lashes, like I used to do it every day at uni. I was a massive lash fiend, but anyway, my tip would be like just wait for just wait for the glue to dry. While we're waiting for that to dry, I'm just gonna get that glue up, and I'm just gonna put mascara just on my top lashes. Another top tip from me: I find that if you put mascara on your bottom lashes before you put the lashes on, like your top lashes and bottom lashes end up sticking together. So I'd always suggest waiting till you put your lashes on to put mascara on your bottom lashes. I'm just going to do one quick layer. And I use the Maybelline mascara. Okay, it's now time to pop the lashes on. So I'm going to take a pair of tweezers. Look down in my mirror and just... I'll make sure the end is all lined up and stuck down first, and then I'll go with the inner corner. And that's basically it. That's one eye done. And then once I've got my lashes on, I'll just take a cotton bud, usually the same one that I've been using previously, because I like to only use like one or two every time I do my makeup. So I'll just use the cotton bud to sort of like gently dab down on the line of the fake lash, just to make sure it's properly stuck down. And then I'll just sort of like press it and then push it up like this. I just feel like it gives them a little lift. So I don't know if you can see the difference between the two lashes, but I think this one looks way more raised up. And don't worry if you see like white of the glue, like it will dry clear. So now I'm just going to pop some mascara on my bottom lashes. I usually do 2 layers. And I'm just going to pop some mascara on. So obviously you do you, whatever mascara you... Did I say mascara? Christ. I'm just going to pop some lipstick on. Obviously you do whatever lipstick you like to wear, but... For me, because this is a Christmas festive themed, I'm going with red, so I'm going to use a red lip liner. I strongly suggest that if you're wearing red lipstick, you use a lip liner. This one's called Ablaze and it's from MAC, and then I'm using a classic Ruby Woo. Just up there. Do I look nice? Hey boys. Oh, my boyfriend will hate that I said that just now. I'm just being funny, okay? It's all for the content. And the final thing I like to do is go back in with my highlighter and just add more to my Cupid's bow, because I think a red lip and a really, really highlighted Cupid bow is a vibe and a half. So this is my completed festive makeup look. I've got a shimmery, smoky eye going on, some highlighter, and nice bright red lip. Yeah, I think this is ideal for the Christmas season. I know a lot of us are going to be spending it at home, you know, with our household, and aren't getting to see as many loved ones as we might have hoped, but that doesn't mean that we can't all get dressed up, put a bit of makeup on to make ourselves feel as special as we possibly can in such a testing year. And yeah, that's the look. If you liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe to me if you haven't already done so and you're enjoying my videos. And if there are any other makeup looks that you want me to give a go, or if you've seen any that I should try and recreate, please let me know what they are in the comments down below. But yeah, until next time, hope you all have lovely Christmases. Bye.